Hello everyone, I'm Stuti Agarwal and welcome back to Investing Advisors channel. So in today's video, I would be talking about how the markets have performed in this one past week. So coming to what we usually see, Nifty Bank and Nifty. So Bank Nifty, as you can see that in my previous videos as well, I have been suggesting that this is actually a head and shoulder in making, and you shouldn't definitely go long. If you're not going short, then it's okay then, but you should definitely not go long at this level. So earlier I have been making like credit spreads since the past 2 weeks. I would also explain what credit spread exactly means and how it is to be worked. So I had been making credit spreads since the past 2 weeks, almost at like the end of November, when it had crossed this this support line. So when Bank Nifty had crossed this support line, I had actually made one credit spread and with multiple lots, and this had actually confirmed my view. So after this, I had actually targeted, even though that Bank Nifty gave a bounce back, I still did not, square up all my positions, because I was actually targeting that if Bank Nifty closes or there is a candle above this resistance level, then I would square up my position. So I was constantly selling puts at this level, which is the best way to do, because since you're running losses, the only way you can cover up a bit of it is through selling puts. So I started selling puts at this level, and once this red candle was formed, I was sure that now there would be a reversal pattern, which it gave. And now I had credit spread. I made a credit spread on 16th of December, and it worked pretty well because it was a Thursday. And on Friday, which is 17th of December, Bank Nifty fell by around 2.5%, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So it was a big move actually. For the next week as well, I'm targeting a bit of 2-3 more red candles, because the target that we are expecting is 34,820. So I also always suggest that use moving averages, EMA and simple moving average 50-day cruise, and in the daily itself it is suggesting a sell. Let's go to our hourly chart. Our hourly chart also looks like a sell only, even though this is a sort of a support that Bank Nifty is getting over here at 35,670, but it might give a small bounce back, but ultimately we are targeting at 34,820, so which is around 800 points away from what the current levels are. So now we can go to Nifty. Nifty is showing the same kind of pattern, even though it is a small support that it is getting over here, but ultimately I would say that 16,800 I would be targeting for Nifty, and this is a small gap that Nifty might fill by Monday. So there are a lot of people who are expecting, traders are expecting a gap down on Monday. So let's see. I'm not entirely sure that it would be a gap down or gap up, but definitely Nifty is bearish at this moment. And not just 16,800. 16,800 was an immediate target that I was giving, but 16,500 is a more appropriate one, I would say. But as soon as much as till the time Nifty or the markets are in the bearish moment, and there is the EMA is below the MA, which is the exponential moving average is below the moving average, then it is definitely a sell for us. Now we can go to our favorite stocks, which is one for me definitely is Bajaj Finance, and it has given me a lot of profits, to be honest. This is one of the stock option which I trade on, and it is actually the only stock option which I trade on. Sometimes I have just done a few trades on SBI, but I just kind of like the charts which Bajaj Finance gave, and there hasn't been a moment, because to be honest, it is like if it's going up, then it's definitely like in a bullish trend, and you would see just like over here also you can just see one bearish candle. Rest all of the candles are green, and this is what I love about this chart, that if it's bullish, it's entirely bullish. If it's bearish, it is entirely bearish, and it is easy for sellers to play with this kind of a trend. and our and also our moving average 50 and EMA 50 works pretty well with this. So if you're like doing swing trades, then you can use the daily chart, or if you're doing probably weekly setups and all, then you can use the hourly chart. And both of them are suggesting a sell for us. It is not the best entry time, I would say, because this was the good entry time, which was at 7100. So for December, I have right now, I'm carrying 7400 call short, which I took at the end of November. So I have been carrying it since like the past 15-16 days, and it has given me a good profit. This is the actually time when I've been carrying it for, and at that time Bajaj Finance was at 7400. So it has given me around 500 points, even though it was option. So obviously not exactly the amount of profits as futures, but I like to play with options. It is a bit more better than futures. So yeah, I have also added 4 of the stocks today in my portfolio, which I am investing for the long term, or else the medium term. One stock which I added was Kotak, and I did it purely on the basis of the charts. So charts were actually looking pretty nice for this, even though I wouldn't suggest you to buy a lot of banking stocks, because banking stocks are don't look that bullish for the year of 2022. But Kotak was I kind of just like wanted to diversify my portfolio a bit, so I added Kotak at 17 at around like 1800, and it has given a lot of it has been pretty bearish since the past, I would say, 1 or 2 months. And if not like this, if we don't consider like this as a support, then I think that this level at around like 1700 would be a good support level. So if it falls more, then I would add a bit of Kotak Mahindra to my portfolio. The next stock which I added was HCL. HCL, I have been I have invested in HCL. I did it in September, then October, but even though it hasn't given a very good return, but I would say that it still somehow looks a bit like it might just give a good one. Charts are pretty decent. It hasn't fallen a lot. It hasn't fallen a lot, but charts are pretty decent. Once the EMA crosses this, then obviously it would be a bullish sign for us. But at 1171 rupees, I have added HCL. I took HCL in September and October, and now again in December. I tend to actually go with Nifty 50 stocks and not venture out into something else unless I have a concrete information about others. But I also added Wipro today. So Wipro gave a 4% up move today, and these are the charts. Charts aren't like too decent, I would say, but I would suggest that this is a small inverse head and shoulder that I found. And now I would show you how credit spreads look like, and this is Opstra that I am using, and it is the best website which I would suggest you for building a strategy. So basically, credit spread has one call sold and one call bought. Both are of different strikes. I would just take you through it. Just a second. Yeah, so this is the strategy which I had made, and I've been making the strategy since the past 2-3 weeks, because I feel that my conviction was a bit strong on a stronger side, even though I did not wanted to sell naked calls and wanted to buy naked puts. So I thought that credit spread would work best in this case. So in credit spread, basically I have like taken 2 strikes, but even if you take work on 1 strike, then also it's okay. So I had sold 37,200 and 37,300. This strategy I had made on Thursday. So at that time, Bank Nifty was at around 37,500ish, 36,500ish. Today it has fallen to 35,900. So I did not roll down a position, so which I should. And also I would like suggest that so basically it works on that the amount of spread, the when you like, so this is the amount which you would be getting in your account, 35. So 35 plus 34 minus 2 lots of 24. So this is the amount which you would be getting in your account, and this should be like the maximum which you can do. So if you like go closer to the ATM, this amount would be more, right? And since this has already given the amount of juice to us, so it is right now not too like lucrative enough to get into. So this is why I had also like squared off the position, because I did not want it to take up the risk till Monday. So I have squared this off, but after like looking at the market scenario on Monday, I would be making more amount of positions, and most probably I would be making credit spreads again. So this is about it, and hope you liked the video. Do let me know in the comment section what else are you expecting from us, and we would surely make videos about it. Thank you so much for listening.